welcome to another episode of I Gotta Win the Lot. I didn't even introduce you yet. I got introduced you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a very special guest, the infamous Zakora McKnight.
Hey.
Woo, woo, woo.
What's up? Hey, y'all.
Okay. You're funny.
Hey, friend.
Hey, girl. Oh my gosh. So, for those of you who do not know, this was the first roommate I ever had. Because,
Yes.
being raised by my dad as an only child, even though I have siblings, but, being my dad, I'm his only child. So I always just had a room to myself.
Yeah.
Even when I go to my mama's house, I'm the oldest daughter. I got the room to myself.
Yeah.
So when I got to college, you were not my original roommate.
Mm-mm.
But
No go.
but we had to do a switcheroo. And then we ended up moving to a whole different dorm where we was like, yeah, you gonna be her roommate and she gonna
Yeah. Honestly, though, like, we didn't talk to each other that much before we moved in, for real. Like, that's when we got closer. Because we were
yeah,
already on the team together, but, like, I don't know if we would have got as close as we were if we didn't live together.
I don't think so. Because like you were one of them people where like you'll be with everybody, but you really be doing your own thing. So yeah, if we wasn't roommates, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we was jumpers, so we may have got that time, but it wouldn't have been the same. That's all I got to say. Boy,
But
it just wouldn't have been the same.
so
All I got to say is, a homie for life.
oh
You're
god.
invited to the wedding, girl. That's all I got to say.
I was gonna say if I'm gonna be oh my god. Cause first of all, being in the wedding, stressful. Okay, it was fun. We was drunk. We had a time of our lives.
Yeah.
Stressful. Not even gonna hold you. I can imagine.
Well, it happened.
But
I know.
so yeah, like I met you in Cuddy when we like I don't know, like it was like this was before freshman orientation.
Oh my gosh. You talking about when
Yeah.
I was eating them chips?
This episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto is brought to you by Eye Candy by Lily. Eye Candy by Lily, it's more than just beauty. It's more than just enhancements. It's everything you need at your fingertips. She has 20 to 23 millimeter lashes, butterfly lashes, colored lashes, rhinestone lashes, eyeliner, lip liner, lip gloss, press on nails, everything you need to look right for you, your man, and everybody else. So head on over to her website, eyecandybylily.com. Same thing for Instagram, Twitter, and check out what she got going on.
Up in there, and you was,
Yes. So that's before freshman orientation. Like some people go
yeah,
stuff like that, and you look
yeah,
exactly like your picture in the group me.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's my teammate. Oh, okay, Cora. And you was looking like, do I know you? And I was like, I'm Deja. You was like, oh, okay, okay, okay. And that's
Yeah.
orientation together.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I do remember that now.
Oh my gosh. Dang. Well, if I could go back, boy.
Was that like 6 years ago now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
All this stuff, man.
Yeah.
So, okay. Fast forward. We like everybody in the team done basically at each other, low key.
Mhm.
And then we didn't start practice yet. Everybody is kind of chilling. And then Zay and them had like the first like back
Yeah.
to school party.
Mhm.
And but that wasn't that night though. That wasn't that night.
No, no, it was
That,
not.
but yeah,
That
so
was the
then
night that started it all, though,
oh
because
god. That
that
was like
first drink.
first night as freshmen where we
Yeah.
like, oh, this is college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Oh God. I will say Zay, Taraya, Dre, Nia T, all of them
Mhm.
know how to throw a party. Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh,
once I
invite
left,
party.
I didn't party that much after I left Wingate because it's like nothing could really top that. Like, I
I,
kid you not.
oh, I
Yeah.
swear, I went to even like going to a bigger school like USC.
Yeah.
Like I would tell people like they'd be like, "What was?" Because it's such a big difference leaving like the SAC and then coming to the SEC,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, "So what was that?" I'd be like, "Honestly, Wingate was like one giant family community. So
Mm,
like the parties, it's like, bruh, nobody's standing on the walls. Like nobody's just chill. Like everybody dancing. Everybody is like talking to everybody. It's hot. Like the kitchen,
yeah.
like the VIP. We got the windows open because everybody in here is hot. I mean, you could be
The
naked,
kitchen being the VIP is
right?
hilarious because like we
Right.
used to push the couches in there and like if you was the
Yes,
homie and you had couch access in the
yes.
kitchen. So like we
Like
that's
we
what we
had
used to do.
veterans in the dorms. Like nobody was
Yeah.
doing it like us, man.
No.
So, but going to a bigger school, the parties will be bigger. But like I said, like people standing on the wall and everybody acting shot. Man, listen, nobody cared about none of that. You could get blackout drunk.
Yeah.
Some student would carry you to your dorm or to their dorm and make sure you was
Hmm.
straight. You don't always have that when you go to a bigger school. You better not get kidnapped.
Yeah. I will say, or they make you pay to go to parties, and it's like,
Yes. Oh my god. I mean,
no.
sometimes females are getting free, but like if it was like a fraternity party, you gotta pay. And I wouldn't get. We ain't had to pay.
No, yeah, I was like, I ain't never been to no party that was so trash that I had to pay money to get into. Like, why
Hell,
am I paying $15 for this
come on now.
at your house or at like some random country club?
Communities
Like,
or something or whatever.
I
But
had people come from different cities just to go to parties with me, just for them to turn out to be like trash. I ain't
yeah,
never invited nobody to come turn up with me at Wingate and it not be a good time. Not
and
ever.
I
Yeah,
had a time at every single party we went to.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I
man.
will say I do miss that part, but like
Oh God,
it'll never be the same.
never be the same.
Never.
But that little kickback that we went to at they and them, their dorm, that was the night. Cause this is after me and you officially become roommates, and we Helms. If you don't
I
know,
remember.
Helms is the dorm behind God's back. It's literally the farthest dorm on campus, bruh. It's away from track. It's away from the football field. It's away from the classrooms. It's
If
like
you
it's
know Jesse Helms, that's his building.
like, bro. If you live in Helms, you gonna have to take a hike to wherever.
To where to everywhere. Well, I mean, I haven't been there though. So what they got back there now? Because I haven't been there.
I don't know. They keep adding on the Wingate. I mean, we
Mhm.
had like the pool and stuff in the laundry room, so all that stuff
Mhm.
was fine. But if you wanted to go see your people and they lived on campus, oh shoot, that's why I never was in my room. I was a couch warrior on Naya's couch or at young what was it where Ashton and all them boy lived at
Oh, the Young House.
Young House. Oh, I was
Yeah.
over there between them two places. I was never in my
Girl,
room.
you know I was where I should have never been. I don't even remember the name of the building, to be honest. JM.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
JM.
Uh
That's
huh.
what it's called?
I think so. It's been
JM.
something.
Oh well. Neither here nor there. I should have never been in there. I should have never been up in there. Should have never
You
been up in there.
bro. But yeah, I remember like that night you took your first drink. Yo, and I didn't know. So okay, at the
You didn't
time,
know?
I was just so fixated on like, oh my gosh, I'm doing track. Like I gotta be locked in. I gotta be focused. So like no soda. I'm not drinking. I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? You got them overzealous freshmen. So, but you was like, they're like, you not drinking? I'm like, no, I'm straight, bro. And that's when like, you drinking? You was like, shit, why?
No, because what happened was, okay, so I had a friend who also stayed in Helms, and he
Mm,
was like my track teammate in high school, and he was
yeah,
like a year older than me. So he was like, "Oh, you want some alcohol? Come get some for me." And so I was
yeah,
like, "Okay, I trust you. I know you. This is my first
mhm,
time, so like, I will get it from you because I know you're try like putting nothing in it."
yeah.
By the time we made it up the hill into Zay's crib,
You was already feeling it, dog.
I was feeling it when I took that first sip, honey boo boo, because
You
I
was
was
like,
just like,
it's so hot in here, and I'm like,
yes. And
I was like,
I remember I kept saying like, I have this much to drink. I have this much.
yeah.
Like I kept on telling people like what I was drinking and how
Oh
much I had to
God.
drink.
And
I
then,
dropped my phone in the toilet that night, picked it right back up. Yeah, nobody ever knew about that. This is the first time
I
this ever
was
come
like,
on
that,
my
no, bruh. Okay, so
no.
you had your like your high school hoodie on,
Mm-hmm.
and you was like, it's kind of hot. I'm like, what? You got on a shirt on? Take your hoodie off, girl. When that hoodie came off,
No, baby.
it came out.
No,
You was
baby.
like, like your neck was raining. Your I don't know why you kept doing this with your arm. You kept doing this with your arm.
No.
You was like, Asian. And I was like, yo. I was like, how much did you have to drink? And you kept saying, I had like this. And I was like,
Yeah.
my God. Okay, and then you keep falling over. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. I was like, okay, it might be time for us to go. So, okay, I'm 5'2", everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Z, how tall are you?
I am 5'11", damn
She's
near 6 feet.
5'11".
Oh,
I'm
can I
five
curse?
two at this
Oh
weight.
well.
At the time, I didn't have on my track weight yet. So I was a good 120. I got to that 130 though, best believe. But at the time, I was at a good
Yeah.
120 to
I mean, I
journey
wasn't the
up
heaviest, but like I was definitely long. So
on God.
I was like,
A 5'11" African American female. So at that point, bruh, I didn't even know D'Lo like that for real, for real. But I was like, call somebody. So I called him. I'm like, D'Lo, man, I need your help. Because he was like one of the only freshmen with a car. And I was like, bro, I need your help. And like I said, Helms is behind God's back. In a way, I be gonna drag you all the way down there.
we
Without us,
wasn't gonna make it.
you hurting yourself. I don't know. You would have fell in the bush or
We
something.
wasn't gonna make it.
Oh God, we would have either. And then we didn't. It was still early, and like you know what I'm saying. This is like the second week of before classes even start for real. Like I said, we didn't really know anybody yet, and we only met a handful of the team that when they were jumpers. I didn't know no sprinters, no
Um,
throwers. So I'm like, okay, let me call D'Lo. So I call him, and he like, I got y'all. I'm like, my nigga. So he got the car pulled up. Girl, I threw you in that back seat with everything I had.
yeah,
I
I
was like,
remember. Like I vividly remember this because I remember getting out and like running
yes,
and
yes, bruh,
running, sprinting into our
yes,
room. Like,
bruh. So we finally get you in the car, and you just, you cutting up in the back seat. I'm like, I think at the helm, bruh. So I get you out the car, and you start crying. I'm like, oh my God, we never go
crying?
to bed. And you kept saying
Hmm.
about some lady. I did not know who this lady was. I was like, who was you talking about? And he was like, was she crying? I was like, yes, bruh. So
What lady?
I told him the name. I still got that video. I'm gonna plug it in.
Miss Williamson gonna beat my ass. What the? Oh God.
But I do. But
Oh, lady.
and then okay, so
Oh
you
my
would
god.
not see, come on, let's get in the house. Let's get in the house. You was like, no, I don't want to get in the house. And I'm just like, oh my God, okay, I was like, bright idea. Z, act like you in the blocks, like you about to run away.
Mm-hmm.
You was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got out that car. You got act like literally like you was getting in them blocks.
Oh my god.
Like on your mark, get set. You toot that thing in the air, boy.
That's
I
what
just
I was
said,
about to say.
boy,
You know,
and I was like, go. You ran.
On your mark, get set, go.
oh, I'm dead.
Mind you, we live downstairs. This girl ran upstairs. I was like,
No.
bruh, you mean to tell me I could get her to run all the way from Beam to freaking? Whoa, no, it wasn't Beam. It was at the other one. But I
No,
could get her,
baby, because I was not gonna make it if I would have ran all the way down. I would have been
girl.
in the road
I
across
don't
the
know. You was
street.
running. I don't know. You might have did that little 400. I don't know. I've been able to make it.
Girl, we was darn near a mile away. Like
Yeah.
at
So
what is it? South
I had to
Beach?
find you because I'm like, bruh, who room did she run into? So then the dude, thank God we knew the dude. Thank the Lord. So
I
he brought,
ran into somebody's room.
yeah,
Oh no, baby.
it was one
I
of the
don't
football
remember
players that
that.
we knew. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
But
embarrassing.
he was a good one. He was a good one. He was a good one. So you ran into his room. I was like, can you please help me get her downstairs? And he just thought it was the funniest thing ever. So he grabbed you and he brought you back downstairs in our room and he lifted you up. Cause I shit. He lifted you up and put you in the bed. And I was like, God bless you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that was your first drink.
Well, down in the
Def
books for sure. I have
def
had some more
the
wild nights,
books.
but like I had after I got to a certain point is what I'll say. I definitely like I didn't have no more nights like that ever again. I got that over with and then it's done. Like it's done. So I will say I'm glad I had that experience.
I'm just
No
glad
more.
you, bruh. Like, cause like I said, it was like the first week or so of us being on campus. So God forbid you was in the wrong hands. I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah. That's I don't even really be thinking about that too, because like I have two completely different experiences, and I don't really think about it like that. Like, forbid I be in the wrong hands for real.
If you don't, because honestly, in that moment, I wouldn't think like that either. I'm like, oh, okay, it's freshman year. Come on now. But now that I'm like, dang, that could have went left for real.
Yeah, chill. But yeah, like it literally could have. Like
Oh
from that
God,
perspective, now you just think about all the stuff that you do in like college, and you're just like,
yeah. You
living
like,
dangerous. Okay, how
but
many
no, we
times
was living
have
on the edge for real. Like freshman year, we was living on the edge.
there's been times where I've been like party hopping,
What,
drunk,
girl?
and yes, like you don't think nobody's gonna do anything crazy to you. But I vividly remember this one time we had went to a party and I had walked away from like y'all, and
Hmm.
I was sitting outside, and Mike was like, "Z,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
damn." Like he was like, "Nah, nah, nah, she's straight," and I was just thinking, like we really had like a community of guardians
I'm telling
because
you, that's one of the things I love most. But I want to get
yeah,
everybody looked at. I didn't say
yeah,
everybody was friends now. I
no,
see. Everybody was not no friends. But
definitely
people
not.
look out for you for real.
Yeah, I mean, people definitely was looking out. Like good things didn't always happen, but it was always somebody.
Yeah.
So
But shit, fast forward. Now we getting like conditioning, like preseason. My lord. It was like my mental wasn't bad. Cause like I knew it was gonna be rough. Like it's not high school no more. It's college. The workouts are different. Like we in the trenches for real.
mhm.
But like I was conditioning all summer, doing like 2 days, and like really, like I really thought I was doing something, bro. And then when you get there, it's just like, and then being with the upperclassmen, even though like they might not have been in the best shape, it's like they was just like grasping it so easy. And then you would just be like, Brian, like what's wrong with me? Like
Yeah,
it's just so rough. So like it's like having you guys as teammates. Really, like my mental was not bad, but it was just like, man, I was like, golly, shit, this, what did I sign up for?
I feel like you're talking about like with practicing and
Yeah,
like
man.
balancing y'all. Yeah, I definitely will say that I my expectations were like rudely mistaken. They were far, far, far. Because I was just thinking like it was gonna be like high school. And of course, you have to balance like grades and like working out, and going to practice and having meets in high school. But in college, it's really like a lifestyle. You're
Yeah,
basically it's a
not
job.
like if you really not ready to like, okay, I'm dedicating the next, not even 4 years, because honestly, you gotta take it one step at a time. I'm
Yeah.
ready next year of my life to nothing but school, track, putting in a social life in between, but that always gonna come last.
Mhm.
Everything else comes first. And it's just be like, bruh. And then like seeing some people who coaches like didn't like they didn't even seem like them coaches didn't even like them. Not our coaches.
Mhm.
I messed with Coach Trav. Shout out to Coach Trav. He got a baby on the way. He's gonna be a great dad. But like he was a great coach. Everybody doesn't have that though. Everybody, everybody doesn't have that to a certain extent. They don't have that relationship because in the beginning, for in the beginning, I was like, bruh, I swear Coach Rod hate me, bruh. But he was just hard on me because he wanted me to get better. But so you are
I was
so
like, and
funny.
you added
You're so funny. But no,
no,
like for real,
baby. No,
it
baby.
was just rough, man. And then like how was your mental during the preseason?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being a terrible person. But like,
You're good. You're good. You're good.
so I'm laughing while my homegirl is saying all of this because our experiences were different. And so, like, I can't negate her feelings or anything like that. And congratulations to that man because, like, having a baby is a big deal. So, whoopity whoopity whoop whoop. But, um, I will say that, like, wait, what? Ask me that question one more again because I think I lost in my own sauce.
You're funny. Um, like how was your mental during the preseason?
Okay, so
Like during
I feel like I
conditioning?
was excited. Um,
Yeah.
but I went into it more focused on like the social aspect of it. Being like from a strict family, it's like I didn't get to go out and like parties or functions amongst like high school kids, or I didn't get
Mm,
sleepovers, or I didn't really get to have the freedoms that I had when I got to college. And
hmm.
so I was like excited, 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 like, oh, I get to do this, I get to do that,
That's why
I
you
don't
got
have
wild
to do,
out.
yeah, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that no more. And so it's like I
Hmm.
have all of this and I don't even know where
Yeah.
to begin with it. And so I think that once I realized that I had to maintain like that responsibility and that it wasn't all fun and games and like, oh, let's go party, oh, let's go drink, oh, let's go do this. Like, oh, I'm getting F's now. Oh, I'm not doing great in the weight room. Oh, I'm not performing well on the track. Like, it started to weigh on me.
Yeah.
So this all of this is preseason because like I didn't make it to I made it to our first meet, but like that's it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it went downhill real fast for the
It
kid. Like
did.
it
It was so
did.
crazy. And people who didn't know you, like some of our teammates, because especially after you left,
Yeah.
like they was just like, bruh, like she's so good. Like people did not understand what was going on with you
Yeah.
because you were like a top recruiter. You didn't have to come to Wingate for real.
Yeah.
Like you could have went to A&T.
And
You could have went.
hearing you say all of this is interesting because like I never got that other side, like that perspective, like people wondering like what happened. I just up and
Yeah,
did
because people was
it.
like, bruh, like how can you be so good to where like you so good that you're not happy? Basically,
Hmm.
that was the biggest question. Because bruh, all you gotta do is put you on the track. You was good in
Hmm.
hurdles. You were good in just about every long, triple, and high. You were good in the 400. Like, and you could sprint because of your stride.
Yeah.
So literally, the only thing that I've never seen you do was maybe throw.
Hmm.
Like, but you could literally do everything with ease. And then if you had really like locked in for real, oh, you would have been
Yeah.
shit. You would have been
I think
ah.
about that all the time. I like, of course, now being older than I was then, I have went back and looked at like my part in all of that and taken accountability for like the things that I could have done differently. And of course, before I had like my blames and fingers that I pointed at others, but I do wish that like we had some better resources. If we did, then maybe I didn't do what I needed to do to figure out what they were or find out about them. But I wish that we had like some more support for like us freshman kids who may not have ever had like any idea what we're going to be stepping into. Because I think that I could have lasted. I think that a lot of other people could have lasted if there was somebody who was just there advocating
Yeah,
for them.
I get what you're saying because like especially coming in with the team because like I said like, it wasn't for my teammates. I don't know how I would have survived freshman year for real.
Yeah.
Like I had other friends who were just regular students, but I'm spending the most time with y'all. Like we
Mhm.
sleep together. I work out
Mhm.
with all y'all. We all would
Mhm.
eat together after living. Like we
Mhm.
breakfast, lunch, and like we together for real.
Mhm.
So those are the people I spend the most time with. So like I said, like if you didn't have like a group of people on a team that you like just kind of gel with, or like them and your people, you was just kind of either talking to your friends back home.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you made some friends at school, or you were just by yourself,
Yeah.
and that was just it. Like that's just how it was.
When you really like sit back and think about it and like analyze each aspect of it, it's like there's a lot. And
It
like we're
is
seven, some kids are 17, some
17.
18.
Yeah,
That's a
that's what I was
lot.
saying.
Yeah. Especially when you come, like it really does depend on like the type of background you come from. It's like,
Hmm.
some people are used to having like adult responsibilities, but when you live in like a lifestyle that kind of has you sheltered, really, you're not ready for that. And so I
Yeah,
say a lot now, like it's 6 years later and I'm just now graduating. If I would have started school at like 21, I probably would have been in the headspace to get in, do what I needed to do, and get out. But I was playing because I was young and I was like, oh, let me see what I can do. Oh, I got
yeah.
freedom. I got this money.
Hmm.
I got this car. Like, found out. I found out.
Not
So
on God.
yeah,
It was so weird. Like seeing you first come in, and then like kind of just seeing like I don't know, it's like you would just be sad. Like I'll never forget that day I came in the room and you were like in the bed, like towel on, shoes still on. I'm like, what the freak? Like, like
it's crazy because I don't remember it. Like, I don't remember some of these specific examples.
it was like you literally when they say you have like ups and downs, it was just like that. Like 1 minute you could really be up, like we be dancing, we tripping, and like the next minute you could tell you were depressed,
Yeah,
and it was just like I just never dealt with that before because like I'm not I ain't come from no shelter family.
yeah.
You know my people they tried to cover out what they could, you know, but hey, once she you
You
start
like
putting
have
what two and two
exposure.
together, and you
Yeah,
start seeing the family, you be like, all right, we in the trenches, baby. We in
yeah.
the trenches. But no, like so to see, I was like, dang, like, bro, you good, man? I'm always checking on you. I'm like, you good? He's
Yeah,
like, I don't know, man. It's just one of them days. And like I said, we would go out and we would just try to, let's just keep the ball rolling. The season about to start. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be good. And then it just kept going up and down like that.
yeah. Dang.
Yeah, man.
And I traumatized my little baby. You literally don't think about anything at all. Of course, that's something that I was like thinking about for like every single year. Like I got the date and everything. It's literally November 4th, 2017. Every single year on that day, I would feel weird. Like it would be like leading up to it. I used to call it like my birthday because I felt like I had died and came back to life on the next day. And so I was just
Hmm.
like, it's crazy. And now this year is like the first year where that day has come and I'm chilling. And so I'm just like, oh, you know, the cliche. I know it's
Like,
like the
bruh,
little cliche things, and it's like the storm don't last forever. Like it's really true
it
because
don't.
yeah, it really doesn't. And so
I was just happy to see you like finish what you started for real because
yeah,
like you left that fall and you didn't come back until when
I came back the following fall.
the fall. Okay, I
Because
got
I
you.
took a
Yeah,
semester off. Cause so basically, like behind the scenes, I had went to my advisors and found out that like I could take like a leave of
yeah.
absence, and it would
Hmm.
freeze everything. So it wouldn't take away my scholarship. It would, of course, when I come back to school, I'll be on academic probation, but I won't get kicked out. Because originally, I had got like kicked out of school because my grades were so bad. Like my GPA was like a point 0.9. Um,
Yeah, girl,
and
it was
yeah,
rough.
yeah. So I had to write a letter basically explaining my situation, which I
Mhm.
just so happened to be a pretty good writer, so that worked out well for me. And then when I came back, I did what I had to do to get my little GPA back up to like a 2.0,
Mhm.
and I transferred to Charlotte. And
Yeah.
it's been a journey. It's basically as if like once I got to Charlotte, I started over. And so for the
Yeah.
past 4 years, that's what I've been pursuing.
I feel that like I was just so happy to see you finish because like having not even a year, the semester that you had at Wingate, a lot of people would like. I mean, we saw so many people from our class either a good bit stayed, but
Yeah,
majority transferred from our class. We being for
yeah,
real, a lot of people just dropped out. Like it was like,
yeah,
college not for me. Like it was so many people who did not come back, bro,
yeah,
and had great freshman years. They was just like, I'm going somewhere else. I'm just not doing this no more.
yeah.
And I feel like I said, freshman year, my mental it wasn't bad because I finally made that breakthrough where I was getting used to like getting everything in order and like practices and meets and all. Like I felt like it was coming together, but I had to leave because money. Okay,
Yeah.
so when
That's another
went home.
thing that is like a factor mentally because some people are stressing about where am I going to pay for this next semester? How am I going to buy
Exactly.
this book that I don't
Hello,
need,
that you
that
don't
I won't
need.
use, but it's a requirement for this course?
All them college students out there, don't buy them books. Don't buy them
No,
book unless you're
please.
like pre-law or pre-med or something like that. Yo, buy your book.
And
But
even still, you can find a way around it because I
you
know
can
that for
find a way
sure.
around it. Like get the ebook for cheaper, or some
Hmm.
libraries, like our library, they would have all the intro, entry level books, so you
Hmm.
could just rent them for like 2 hours, get all the notes down, or print out pages, and then just bring it back, and that was free. Like don't buy them books. Don't buy them books.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah, my
learned.
mental was fine freshman year, but sophomore year, that's when I was really tested. I was tested
Yeah.
because it was like, okay, I'm at a new school, gigantic school. And it wasn't the whole social thing because it ain't never been hard for me to make friends or talk to
Hmm.
people. I like talking to people.
Hmm.
But like the transition, it was just like, bruh. And then my financial aid kept getting messed up. So I'm getting like them telling me if you don't have this, then we're gonna drop your classes. Girl, I had to call one either. I called my granny. I'm like, Granny. And I just started crying because I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, like I did this to save money. And now it's like, I feel like I'm dishing out money every week. Like, I'm making this shake. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that so I can stack this money because if I don't, who will? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm first gen. My parents, they don't know how this thing works. Like, girl, one day, my daddy, he was like, how was class? I said, oh, I didn't go this morning. He was like, what you mean you would go? I was like, Daddy, class was canceled. He was like, so is it they canceled the semester? I'm like, you know what? Oh, oh my god, no! It just canceled today. Like so, a lot of times I could not go to them for certain things
Yeah.
because for one, I didn't want to worry them. For two, I didn't want to get them worked up because you worked up, now I'm worked up. Now
Yeah.
we all looking stupid and worked up.
Yeah.
And then for three, like they did not have always have the financial means. Like when it came to buying books and stuff like that, yeah, but man, when it comes to paying that rent and all that other stuff, that came on me.
Hmm.
If it wasn't covered by whatever scholarship or grant I had, I paid for it.
Yeah.
So it was just rough. Like that transition, that first semester, it really, really did something to me because, like, for one, being a transfer, I was in a great dorm, but it was stupid expensive because I was the
Hmm.
last pick for everything. Classes, I was the last pick. I'm doing labs at like 6, 7 o'clock at night.
Hmm.
Don't have a car, so I'm walking or catching the
Hmm.
bus. Working at Panera at the time, so I'm like walking from my dorm to campus, catching the bus from campus all the way down to Ghana's Ferry to go work, and then at night, if my God forbid one of my coworkers couldn't give me a ride or something, I'm catching the bus back at night. And shit, I thank God for a praying grandmother
Yeah.
that. Cause boy, that thing shielded and protected me. Cause I could have got snatched up. I mean, Columbia and around that area ain't too bad, but shit, you never know. So yeah, man, like I feel like a lot of my
Hmm.
college experience was really on me, and That's why when I finally graduated from undergrad, girl, I cried so hard because
Yeah.
it was like, bruh, I just thank God I don't look
Yeah.
like what I've been through. Hallelujah.
It's
Thank
so
you.
sad that like we all have these warrior stories of how we had to like get it out the freaking concrete to get to college.
Girl,
Like,
I'm out
why
here
is
forget the
struggle
mud. That
normalized
thing been out the
for
creek for real.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was
So clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. We double degree.
hello.
A moment of silence. Yeah.
Hello.
'Cause it's
You know
not
what I'm
it's not
saying?
easy. It's not easy at all. Like
It's
I
not,
think
man.
we forget to normalize the fact that struggle is real.
No, for
And
real.
it's not like we own like I say it myself because like I'm very, very inactive on my social media, especially a lot more since becoming a mother. But we only see like the glorified things that happen in people's lives on social media. So it's
Yeah.
easy to look at somebody and be like, oh, they got it good and I don't. But it's like you don't know what they did
You don't
in
know what I
between.
had to do to get here,
Yeah,
bro. You
and
don't
you
know
don't
what
know
I had
what's
to
going on for
finesse.
real
Oh
behind
my
that
God.
picture. A picture is just a moment in time that's been captured.
Now my Snapchat low key new. Cause I'll be on there, I'll be like, oh my God, I just
Yeah.
failed. I just took the fattest L of the semester. How
You
am I going
you
to
learn
bounce
to
back?
become okay taking L's when you go to college because it's just like
What? Cause
yes,
bro, you don't have time to cry about it. You
no.
don't. Okay, you failed. Hey, hit the books harder next time. Cause you
We
got
have
like
another
another
test to
exam
take.
for the next
Mm,
hour. So you
yeah,
need to make some shit for real. I
yeah,
need you to bounce back.
heavy on that because there's been times where I have literally been like, all right, well, I guess I'll take this little 65 and that's to see what I can do for the next one because like
That's it, like, bruh. And like people be like, well, why would you listen, man? Sometimes you got to pick your battles. If
you
I knew this exam was gonna be hard, and I want, I'm going to study harder in this one. Okay, I'm sorry
yeah,
because I just have to. I have to.
it
It's
teaches
just
you
it's
like not to stress out about things that are out of your control.
that's it.
Yeah.
Control what you can't control, because you really will drive yourself crazy.
Hmm.
Like like you were depressed, and I've seen people like just losing their minds because
Hmm.
they don't want to disappoint their parents or they don't want to disappoint themselves. They just like, why? Like I don't understand. Like why this not working for me and all this other stuff. And it just be like,
Yeah,
bruh, it's life. It's
yeah.
just life for real.
I'll tell you, hey, I know y'all people out here don't know me, but let me tell you one thing. You can believe me when I tell you, life is gonna two-piece your ass and serve you with a dry Popeyes biscuit with a lemonade and a
Ooh,
Cajun fry. Okay?
mm,
So you might
girl,
as
life
well
be
get
life,
you some hot
and
sauce and some honey and dress it up, boo. Because
hello,
mm-hmm,
life be life.
mm-hmm.
Oh
And it ain't
my
never gonna stop.
gosh, it's not, bruh.
You
So
ain't never
yeah,
gonna you ain't never told no lie.
my mental, it was, man, it was rough that year. And then junior year came along, it felt like like how I was at Wingate. Okay, everything started to come back and play. Like, okay, I'm going out a little bit more. I'm kicking it with my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making money. I just got this internship to work with the football team with like the whole like athletic department for nutrition. I'm working. I'm working at Panera, the school library, and the internship. Girl, yeah. I
Oh, I
listen,
was about
like
to say we didn't know about all that now.
listen, like I said, if I don't, who will? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So shit, I'm trying to get every little check I can get, every piece of
Mm-hmm.
experience I can get. So like everything was going good. I'm going to more social outings. I was like everything was working.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I can't catch a freaking break.
Yeah.
Cause it was like, girl, I'll never forget. Okay, at Panera, them Saturdays and cola line out the door. It don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave that place shirt dripping in sweat because I done been hand pick two
Yeah.
salad. I'm working when that like the news started breaking out. Cause what happened?
Okay.
We went on spring break. I want to say, and then they was like, okay, we giving y'all another week, just monitoring the numbers or whatever. And we came
Mm-hmm.
back, but I had to go back to work. So I'm at work. Me and my manager, that whole Saturday morning from like 5 to I think maybe like 11 or 12, it was literally just me and him in the store. And I was looking like, hey. I really thought from that happened. I'm like, bruh, what is going on? Because we didn't really know what was going on with COVID. So I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then he was like, honestly, bruh, if you want to, you can go home. I'll keep your hours, but it just don't make no sense for both of us to be here. So he was in the store by himself. That don't never happen at Panera. You
Mm-hmm.
hear me? Cause the line be wrapped around the building every Saturday. I was there from dawn to dusk. But yes, I went home and I'm like, okay. Then I got a text message next day. Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. We shutting down. I was like, what?
The
He was
next
like,
day?
yeah. Huh?
The next day?
Yeah, he was. I'm not supposed to be telling you this right now, but I
Oh,
know how
wow.
your money is going and this and third. And
Yeah.
I just got a car. Like I'm telling you, everything was working out.
Yeah.
Everything was working out. And yeah, like he was like, yeah, we shutting down because on like, bro, we're not gonna make no money. We gonna have all these people coming in and nobody's gonna be buying nothing. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, well, thanks for letting me know. And I'm just like, okay, so and then I ended up failing epidemiology because I didn't know what I was doing. Like when we were in person, I was doing perfectly fine in that class, and then when we went online, I was like,
They
I don't
do
even know what we.
like, you
I
know,
was
when
like,
they
but I don't know what
did,
we. I don't know what we talking about at
yeah.
all. Like I was failing every little quiz. I'm like, bro, I don't. Oh, I was like, what
Do
is
they give
going
y'all the
on?
option to do like the pass or no fail? Because like I know for us that first semester at least when COVID
Yeah, they
hit,
did. They did. So I took it again. Girl, I took 3 summer classes that summer.
yeah,
Whew. I took it again over the summer, which again had to come out of pocket. But to catch
it
up so I could
hurts.
still graduate in the spring. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was like, bruh. But girl, what I know now, if I had knew then, cause I try to be upstanding citizen. I was like, oh my god, I need another job, cause I gotta pay my rent and all this. Like, just an idiot. I was a freaking idiot.
No, you are smart because I'm telling you, the PPP people, oh, they coming,
No, I'm not
they
talking about
coming.
that. I'm not talking
Oh,
about that. But I did have a plug and she didn't get caught, so I could have did that alone. But you know what? No. I'm upstanding citizen. I'm an upstanding citizen. I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying no names. But
I'm talking
yeah,
about they
I'm
don't
like
even
a
know
freaking
what our
idiot.
intentions.
So my best friend, she had put me on to load the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Cause essential workers. So I got the job there. But like I said, at the time, what was I, 21, 22 maybe? My 21 years of living, I did not know that in a state of emergency, they can't evict you. Cause I ain't
Mm-mm.
never been in no state of emergency.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm so pressed to be paying rent whole time. I didn't even know. I could have just been making payments towards.
Mm-hmm.
And then at Panera, because like I said, I was working part time there. I didn't know that I'm thinking I wasn't gonna get no unemployment. That's why I was
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, I gotta get a job. Man, my mama getting like $600 a week. I'm like, what the freak? That's
Mm-hmm.
what I said, like a freaking idiot.
You
Just,
know though, and you had to make sure you were straight. So like,
I mean, yeah, and at that moment, I did the responsible thing.
yeah,
But looking back, bruh, I felt so stupid. I could have been sitting on some paper, but we
that's
ended
how
up
it
paying
feels
back.
to be responsible. By the way, always that hint of disappointment in the fact that you did the right thing. So
That you
you
did the right thing.
good people always have that feeling because it's like I should
Like
have
I'm
took the low road.
trash.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we get past that, and I was volunteering over the summer, and all right, senior year come around. Man, listen, I done been put through the ringer. I done paid so much money. I I'm like, bruh, I'm tired. I'm working nonstop. I done took three
Mm-mm.
summer classes, so I did not have no break. Mentally, I'm done.
Yeah.
Physically, I feel like a 65-year-old woman, and I'm just like,
Not the
bro.
rich one either, but the one that's like broke and can't buy.
Hello, with the cat next to him, man. And I was just like, bruh, I just want to graduate. Like that was my whole thing senior year. I just want to graduate. I went out to
Yeah.
some things, but I was not. I was like, man, I know my party in freshman year.
Yeah.
Sophomore year was rough. I had a good time for 75% of junior year, and then that 25% sucked. And the senior year, like I said, like it wasn't bad. It was a good bit of disappointments, but it was also a good bit of victories that I
Hmm.
needed. I needed so bad.
You did all of that without drugs too, so
I did all of that without drugs.
yes,
Yep,
yes,
because I was not a druggie. I was not. This just wasn't my
yeah,
thing.
girl. Be glad, because that makes you broken. I don't know
But
where people.
but now,
I don't know where we
but
spend
baby,
money.
but now. Now I don't smoke. I don't smoke. But I will a little edible. Oh baby, I be girl when I went to Vegas.
You ain't supposed to be telling me this here in the live on the interweb.
Man, please listen. Come get me, baby. But no,
Hey,
but
hey, hey, hey. Sometimes you gotta
whoo,
do what you
girl.
gotta do.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I did all of that without that. Like, like I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that's why sometimes you really do have to boost yourself up. Like, I'm built different, baby. I
Mm-hmm.
done been torn up and down, beat black
Mm-hmm.
and blue, and I still came out on top.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't
same
put
thing
that
with
on a
you.
t-shirt. Put that on a
Oh
t-shirt.
God. Same
I've
thing with
been
you.
beat up black and blue, but I still came out on top, baby.
Still came out on top. Like same thing with you, bro. Cause like even though like you came back to one gate, and then he was like, okay, I'm out. I'm not doing this track thing no more.
Yeah.
Guy felt the same way. Once you transfer, you don't feel like doing that junk no more, man.
No.
You don't. You just don't. And then you transfer to UNC Charlotte, and just kind of like getting that social life, but still handling business.
Mm-hmm.
And COVID did hit, and then you had to take like
Yeah.
your mental. But I mean, I feel like that's okay because you've seen what happens when you don't take a mental break. You basically dropped out of school, so for like that you took your mental and you took responsibility for that this time.
Yeah.
I do applaud you for that, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And then,
I do appreciate hearing that because it's like you forget to really recognize the things that you do when
oh
you're in a
God,
state of like survival. You're like, oh,
yes,
I'm in survival mode right now, so I can't even really recognize all the good that I'm doing or looking back at the goals that I set and
yeah,
achieved.
yeah,
And so I'm really
yeah.
doing it.
And after that, you had another little thing. You
A
became a
big
mother.
thing. Yes,
you became,
a big thing that is happening in my life, honey.
yes,
And
you
when I
became
tell
a
you that,
mother.
that
And I
right
ain't gonna lie, when
there,
you told me you was pregnant, I'm like, oh my God, this girl ain't never gonna finish school, Lord. She ain't never gonna finish school.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
Just when you
I
was
was
getting
really
back on
scared
track.
about that because I was like, this is one of the most important things for me to finish. Like I have set that goal and I want to
Yeah,
achieve it because even though like my father has gone to school, he didn't go to school like out of high school, and so
yeah,
I'm not technically first generation, but I'm like that example of like we're gonna go out of high school, we're gonna start, and we gotta
yeah,
finish. Because like everybody in my family who has gone, they haven't finished. They'll
hmm,
leave, they'll go get married, they'll have children, then they'll come back years later and finish. But it's like, yeah, I
yeah.
had my kid, but I had my kid with that book in my hand, open.
Hello,
Mhm.
come on
So it's
now.
like I can't do it. Like this cannot be. I can't bring this into this chapter of my life.
Yeah,
And so I was like, I need to be real with myself. I need to put my head down. I need to focus
yeah.
for real because I can't keep playing these games. So
Can't-
sometimes you just gotta pick your head up and stop being sad for real. You just gotta feel
Yeah,
those feels and not let the feels like take over because I was letting them take over. I was indeed. And you don't
yeah.
get shit done when you let them take over. So
Hello,
yeah,
exactly. Like I said, if you don't, who will?
yeah.
So yeah, and then you had your baby, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm still in school." I'm like, "I know that's right, dog." And
Yes.
look at you, graduate. That
I
girl
don't know
did
when
it,
you're gonna
boy.
put this out there, but if you want to insert a pic of me, I got that. Right here. I don't know how you edit your stuff, girl, but
Girl, you
right
are
there.
funny. You are funny.
Right there.
That girl is
Big
a whole
grad.
graduate.
Finally. Thank you. Finally. I know I'm gonna
Th-
boo hoo hoo.
That's what's up, man. Who would have thought we get here? She,
We
not
knew.
me.
We didn't know when. But we knew. But we didn't
We
know
knew.
when.
Yeah, man. It was just like I really feel like since mental health is being talked about more now, but like some people just water it down. Like I'm not trying to invalidate nobody's feelings, but All right now. There's no way every single one of y'all is depressed. I'm not even trying to be funny, but like some people, like their friends will be depressed and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm depressed." Girl, you are not depressed, okay? You're not.
Yeah,
Got hit with one thing in life, and you just don't know how to bounce back from it, and that's
yeah,
okay. But don't just cry mental health or depression. That like no, because now you kind
yeah.
of setting people back. You know what I'm saying? So I do love that it's being talked about more now, and especially with college students, because like a lot of
Mhm,
times, yes, we have our families, but bro, you're on your own.
mhm.
Your mom is not gonna be in that classroom with you. Okay, your daddy is not gonna be at practice with you. Your granny is not gonna be
No,
with you in
never.
all the other endeavors. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are there by yourself, day in and
Mhm.
day out.
It does.
So
It definitely needs to be normalized. It's
yeah.
definitely important with college students. But even like, of course, now I have a bias because I'm now working with middle school kids. So
Mhm.
these kids are going through stuff, and it's like we forgot at one point that we were children with like thoughts, and we
Yeah.
didn't know what in the world to do with them. And so, like
Yeah.
as adults, we have to start like facilitating these conversations and like really teaching our kids things beyond like reading, writing, math, and science. Because like,
Yeah. Just basic life skills.
yeah,
Girl, with some of these
yeah,
new parents, how they saying these new parents and COVID. Oh, these kids here, my goodness,
it's
some of them.
bad.
Just about every teacher that I know, they'll be like, "Man, listen, it's bad."
Of course, you still love on them because they're kids, but
Yeah,
it's like, whoa,
and it
whoa,
starts at home. Like it
yeah,
starts at home. You
like,
can't
oh,
expect a
yo,
teacher with like 15 other kids in her class to make something shake. No, I need you to go over these plans with your kids at
yeah.
home.
Heavy on that. I'm glad you know that because like a lot of people just don't. They think everything starts and ends at school. And it's like,
No, that's
baby,
why these kids so far behind. They
yes, your
forget
seventh
everything.
grader is on like a second grade level for real, and you don't even know.
Exactly.
Hmm. So yeah,
Girl, no. But yeah, I really do hope that the mental health, like the topic of it, keeps being spread, especially for athletes, cause it's rough. It's rough. A lot of times you see people like they go from being the big man and then they get somewhere else and it's
hmm,
like what's wrong? And they keep like, what's wrong with me? It's always that like, what's wrong? Why is this not working? It's not what I expected it to be. And knowing life, everything's not gonna be perfect. It's not always gonna be what you expected it to be. But to have that person that you could talk to, or just have that group that you maybe can talk to that just understands and been through what you've been through, man, that go a long way.
it does. It does indeed. It's like
Well,
you can talk about anything with anybody, but it's gonna hit different with those people who can relate to.
who can relate?
Snap it
Well,
up for the people who can relate. Y'all know me. I always have let my intrusive thoughts win. That's just,
bruh, you
you
be
know.
reminding me of Issa Rae so much, bruh. Like your random
Yes.
outbursts or like random like rapping and stuff. I be like, yo, you are Issa.
Oh my God. I love that lady, so I'll be her. Issa, I love you. If you watching,
Hello.
yes.
But
Yes,
thank
indeed.
you for tuning in to another episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto.
Mm, 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 mm.
Till next
Hold on. I
time.
got something for it.
Well, oh,
Mm.
shoot. Put the
Yes.
money on me. Put the
No, this is my
money
gas
on
money
me.
though, so hey.
Oh my God, you funny, bro.
Okay.
What? Until next time. Peace out, people.